Hey, what's up? This is Mark Brown from Pocket Gamer giving you a first look at a brand new and kind of weird new iOS game from SNK. It's called The Rhythm of Fighters, and it's a rhythm action game like Elite Beat Agents or Gitaroo Man, but you're playing along to songs from various SNK games like King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown, Metal Slug, etc. And while you're doing that, in the background there is a brawl going on between your character and an enemy, and how well you do in the fight, how well you do with the rhythm and the music and the tapping dictates how well you do in the battle. Kind of, because there's also, your character has kind of stats and special skills, so you can get yourself in a situation where you're doing really well at the music and you're tapping really well, but you still don't get a particularly great grade because your fighter is just innately weaker than his opponent, which is kind of weird. But it does give the game, a bit of a different feeling than just being Elite Beat Agents with some crazy King of Fighters sprites going on in the background and distracting you. So it gives it a bit of a different edge. The controls in this game are very simple. You tap anywhere on the screen when these green rubber bands that you're seeing on the screen contract over the circle. Let's see, like... Oh, I totally just won the match. We'll talk about that in a minute. So you've got this little guy, he's like, yeah, doing some Japanese talking, he's cleared the stage. I don't know who these characters are. I'm not a huge King of Fighters fan. You'll have to ask Peter over at AppSpy. He loves this stuff. You get these support characters who help out. Let's try a different level, different music. We're in sort of Texas now or something. It's like Red Dead Redemption or a bit of Full Throttle. Anyway, so you see these green sort of elastic bands. As they contract around the circle, then you tap the screen. Anywhere on the screen, you don't need to tap the circles themselves. You also get ones where you have to swipe in a certain direction, and ones where you tap and hold your finger on screen like so. Tap, hold, and then let go to play. That's about it, but it gets very fast. It gets very frenetic. Sometimes you're doing loads in a very quick, succession, and the game, there's a swipe one, the game tells you to sometimes use 2 fingers or even more if you're very well coordinated to keep up with the game. I found it quite good fun. I'm kind of rubbish at rhythm games in general. I really like them. I like, Parappa the Rapper and Gitaroo Man and stuff, but I just kind of suck at them. I just have no coordination. So we're fighting these dudes, swiping and doing power moves. There are certain things where if you hit a bunch, you got like a combo over in the left. If you do a bunch in a row, you do a special move or something. I don't really understand it. I just enjoyed playing along to the music. It gets quite tricky at some points. So you get a bunch of music, a bunch of characters, and a bunch of support characters unlocked for your 69p or 99 cents. But then there's a shop to buy more, which is kind of fair enough, I think, with music games, to buy more music. Buying different characters and support characters is not quite so cool, but, we'll see. We'll keep playing and do a full review. So that's two bouts / musical dances down. Got a B on that one, pretty good, pretty pleased with that. Leveled up my character, got a bit more stats. Let's go check out the shop and see what's in there. So we've got our music, got King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, Metal Slug, etc. We've got support characters who help you out, different packs with different characters in them. Don't know who that little sort of Weedle Worm Man is. And then you've got different characters, Terry Bogard and other ones I can't pronounce. Let's go listen to some Metal Slug music. Catchy stuff. Not sure if I'm going to pay £2 for the privilege, but we shall see. So there's arcade mode and free mode. And free mode you can just sort of play any level, any song that you've unlocked or purchased, and then in arcade mode you kind of work through them. Here we've got our support characters. We've got Princess Athena from Samurai Shodown, not Denmark, who does something. Neo, who I don't know, is possibly from The Matrix. He, you know, these characters, they're supposed to be, if you kind of suck at rhythm games like me, you can get these guys to help out. Let's just do one more fight. We're against, I guess that is, I don't know, some girl in a hula skirt. Man, you know, I think the thing I like about this game is just getting to see those amazing King of Fighters sprites, animations and characters, because I'm not a big fighting game fan in general. I'm definitely not a King of Fighters fan, but man, SNK, they were just the best at those old classic 2D sprites. I mean, nothing really beats them. For me, my favourite SNK stuff really is just Metal Slug, because I don't really like fighting games. That's pretty much all they did other than Metal Slug. I guess they did Magician Lord and various other things. Don't know much about SNK. I've got a Neo Geo Pocket Color that's kind of rad, but yeah, so I think SNK is doing some really interesting stuff these days, just putting their characters and their old games and old franchises in just weird, experimental, but very interesting games. And the nice thing is they also put the old games just on the App Store, which is something that, you know, we see with like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Dungeon Keeper, where it's like, okay, we've got these crappy, very free-to-play style games. I wouldn't mind so much if Atari and EA were just like, also, you can just go buy the old games on your iPad for a $5, because, you know, the budget for the port would be like one day's revenue from one of these free-to-play games. But it is not to be. But with SNK, yeah, they're doing weird, experimental music games, and there was that cool Metal Slug sort of tower defense style sort of MOBA type thingy. This level is really hard, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm pleased with myself. I'm normally not this good. Yeah, I did that Metal Slug defense, but then you can just go buy King of Fighters for your iPhone, or buy Metal Slug, all the Metal Slugs. Not amazing ports, but they exist, so it's nice. Anyway, I did well in this match. I fought myself at the end here. I'm not sure what's going on there. And hooray for me. This is The Rhythm of Fighters. It's out now on iOS. It's 69p, 99 cents. Go buy it. Bye.
Music Select